The Adventures of Secret Muffin Grandpa. Dun, dun, dun. Can't protect Fibby. Boom, boom, boom. Oliver Twist. Boom, boom, boom. Not from Providence. Boom, boom, boom. Born in a basket. A basket. A basket in a basket. What's going on, everybody? This is going to be no visual playing, but we will be putting on the Tipsy Tom and Fibby, can't you see? Somehow your stories just hypnotize thee, and Fibby loves your lying ways. Fibby. What's going on, Assassino? BK, what's up? James, how's it going? James, Randy, how you doing? Beta Cigars, Nicholas, Kid Rock, Bob D, Tommaso, backseat, man. Hector's cork. Hector's cork. Carmela, hey, what's going on? Hey, Fibby McGee. Just me and Fibby McGee. Charles Sawyer. Uncle Mitch, what's going on, bro? Claudio Perry, the Music Man. What's up, Music Man? Big Bones, what's going down? Grant, what's up, big brother? God bless the loyalist. God bless the loyalist. Carol, how's it going? Queen of Maine, how is it going? Mark's just a gigolo, and everywhere he goes, people know the words he's saying. Kid Rock, and you don't stop. I heard that going to put a statue of Phoebe on Hatwell's Avenue. Yeah, they're gonna put a big statue of Fibs. Now we're not gonna have no visuals for this, but we will have some wonderful audio of Fibby. What's up, Red? Of Fibby Canarsie Loman, whatever the hell his name is this week. Let me pull it up. Now I'm gonna not be too cruel or nothing like that, but I'm gonna be cruel. The legate of the 10th Legion, Legat. Liget. Seymour, what's going on? Liget. Liget. Hey, Liget. Liget. That guy Liget over there. It's that guy Liget. What's going on, Liget? The legate of 10. Don't be cruel to a big potato that's moo. Dell, what's going on? Caledonian Legion, what's going down? The 12th. Hail the 12th. Faye, what's going down? Big Small, what's up? Steel City, what's up, bro? How's it going? Are you ready for some Fibby? Are you ready for some straight bullshit? Fibby gonna get the party started. All right, let me pull this up. Pull this thing up right here. It's Fibby on Tom's podcast, Tom LaVecchia, Tipsy Tom's podcast. Now, I've watched it before, so I know what parts to skip. Like, there's parts where they're talking like mafia gossip and all like weird, stupid shit. What's up, Claudio? All right, let's start the beginning of this now. Then I'm gonna have to, after they get over their little talk in the beginning, I gotta skip through all the wise guy hump talk and like worshiping like the Ragu family.
Yeah, give me the name of that surgeon, please.
Dr. Shafu.
Fuck Dr. Shafu.
Because you're only as good as the last envelope you drop.
Hold on a minute.
How many times have you heard the story? You know,
Trying to get this thing to go back to.
That life, it's going to be 6 of your friends that do it.
Jesus Christ. Hold on, folks. I want to start it from the beginning, but using a phone to do it.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Because you're only as good as the last envelope you drop.
Yeah, good point.
I don't know what that is.
Good point.
How many times have you heard the story? You know, when you go in that life, it's going to be 6 of your friends that do it to you.
Yeah.
That's the beginning of the thing. All right, I thought I was lost for a minute there.
Tom LaVecchia here with
All right.
a very special in-studio
What's up,
edition
Mandy?
of the
Facts
new
over feelings. What's
podcast.
up? I guess I talked to Shy Hooker. He finally got a hold of me. He's gonna call me back tomorrow. He's in a real shithole, man. He's not doing too well, too. Jason, what's up, bro?
Never thought this day was going to
Cuban
happen.
B, what's up?
I don't think my guest I'm about to announce think this was going to happen. But today we have in the studio our second studio interview with Jeff Canarsie, also runs Mob Talk Radio. For those that know, the kind of mob genre took off during the pandemic. I'll just say the P word, not the C word. I don't want to demonetize.
Fibby's in love with Philadelphia.
Current podcasters that are doing the switch to the mob genre. Or
all right, get into the
Fibby
stuff.
And this guy is literally the founder of the
You hear about Rob
Jeff
Russo?
Canarsie,
Yes.
welcome to the New Theory Podcast.
I heard about Rob getting the 14 months. I feel bad for Rob. I hope he can come home. I heard the story. He's crazy. Rob's a funny son of a bitch. Boy, that guy's a character. Now, I hope he comes home. I don't believe Rob belongs in jail.
Doing today?
Good, thanks, Tom. Glad to be here.
Did you ever think A,
Listen to this.
be on my show, and B, sitting across from me at a table?
Without violence, no.
Without violence, no. I choose violence. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. He couldn't sit along the table without violence. Little shit stirrer. What's up? Paps needs gas money.
Exactly. Jeff has been critical on me, and we'll get to that in a little bit. And I respect Jeff. So, you know, typically when people give criticism, they generally don't have the moral authority. But Jeff does and did. So we're going to jump right in. There's a lot of like, where the hell are you
Such
from?
a badass, ain't it? He's asking him where he's from now. Remember when Fibby told the story on the last time? You can go see it on my other channel. He told, what's up, Joff? Remember the time he told the story where the guy, he seen the guy that ratted him out. And he went up to the guy and said, I should cut your effing tongue out. And the guy looked at him and said, hey, can I have a cigarette? And Fibby said, yeah, here's a cigarette. And that was it. It was just weird.
Formative years, and what kind of helped shape you as a man that you are today?
Oh, boy. So I was born in New York City.
Okay.
Born in New York City. What helped you, shaped you like the potato head that you are today? Look like a potato that fell on the ground a few times.
But the reason why I'm going to preface it this way is because...
How does he know he was born in New York? That's what I'm curious. I'm not making fun of him for being adopted. God bless adopted people and people who adopt children. I think that's wonderful and a great thing. I just don't get how he knows he was born in New York. Like, I don't know that. So I'm going to try to be biased on some of the things on Fibby on here, and other things I'm going to brutalize Fibby for.
Seems to be a distortion. I was adopted, and I was to not get too detailed, but I was sort of left in a crib to die.
Wow. Not to get too detailed, I was left in a crib to die. So how does he know he's from New York City?
And EMS was called, kicked in the doors, took me, went through the court system. My biological father was in the Navy, refused to get off his ship, didn't give a shit. Okay?
Wow.
My father, the man I called my father, was the commanding officer of that ship.
Oh, wow.
And when he found out about it, he said, we got to get this kid.
All right, here's what I don't get. He's going to tell us that his real father was on a ship and the other father, both fathers, biological and other father, were both on the ship. This father seen that he was left in a house to die and he went there and saved him. But in a few minutes, he's going to tell us that his family were walking through a baby center or something. And his little sister says, we got to have that baby. I don't know. I just don't understand this, but we'll listen to more.
Help or whatever. At the time, Portsmouth Naval Hospital was the best hospital in the world for kids, and I had all kinds of
jaundice and
all of that.
Yeah.
And I had a disease called Pierre-Robin syndrome, which comes with a cleft palate.
Yeah.
And they said I would never talk again, never
Wow,
walk.
you got a cleft palate?
Yeah.
Give me the name of that surgeon, please. Wow.
Yeah, Dr. Shafu.
Dr. Shaffer.
Yeah. Okay.
So I ended up in Portsmouth, Virginia.
Okay.
And at the time, my sister, who biologically isn't mine, had cancer.
Now listen to this story. I don't get the whole adoption thing. Listen.
She was getting cancer treatments. So every day they'd walk by this incubator and there's this little kid, and my sister just always wanted to wave. And the short end of this is that my sister said to my mother, we should adopt him. My mother says, what are you, nuts? And she says, Mom, I'm going to die. And
All right, here's what I don't get. They're walking through. They take the little sister to get her cancer treatment. So God rest that baby's soul. And the sister says, I want that baby. But I thought the father already knew that the other Navy dad was a bad Navy dad who left you dying in a crib. So that's why he saved you. So now you were adopted from the little sister. Which is anybody following this? Can anybody? Am I making sense here? Do you see what I'm saying? Anybody? He's saying that how his family adopted is because of the naval officer stuff, and now he's like 3 sentences later. He's literally saying the little sister was getting cancer treatment and says we got to take that baby home. Which is it? I don't know.
That'll be good. This is coming from a 9-year-old little girl. Wow. That's how I.
And in my opinion, I don't believe this story about the 9-year-old little girl. Listen to what he says. I could be wrong though, but listen.
With them, and then my mother's side of the family's all from Providence.
Okay, and then she make it.
All right, Uncle Mitch says Navy would never put up with that. Some would have been court-martialed. Fibby took his first pinch when he was 3 for burglary and left his fingerprints. Just listen to the story. It gets crazier and crazier.
No, she died when in 1978. A year I was a year old. I don't remember anything.
Well, R.I.P. to that little girl. Like it.
But no matter how bad life has been, no matter what life throws at me, I'm kind of living for 2.
Come on. Come on. That sounds like a Hallmark card. Portsmouth Naval Hospital was not the best hospital. Walter Reed is the best. Walter Reed's a great hospital. Like, that sounds like a Hallmark card. Now I'm living for 2. Here's what I just don't get, right? All right. First, he says the other Navy dad felt bad that he was left in a dormant house. And then it was the sister in the cancer place that says we need a little brother. I don't know.
Girl had never, ever said nothing to my mother. I can promise you what would have happened to me would not have been good, just biologically speaking.
All right. He's saying if that little girl, Petey, what's up? If he says, Gerard, what's up? He says if that little girl didn't do that, didn't walk past the baby incubator and say, I want that baby, he would have never been adopted. So I don't get the father Navy thing he's saying. You see what I'm saying, people? He's saying that his biological Navy dad was this rotten guy who wouldn't help him, and the other Navy dad felt bad and adopted him. So I don't get it. I'm lost.
Because I know enough about my biological family to know that wouldn't have been a good situation. So that's how I ended up with them, and how I ended up in the Northeast. Yeah.
He told 2 stories how he ended up with them. One was the Navy dad felt bad because the other Navy guy, and then the little sister story. Who knows which is true? Is
my father was in the Navy, got transferred all the time.
Yeah.
And that's where I spent my formative years, going back and forth between there and Virginia Beach, which everybody knows. Yeah. I've never hit.
He always said there. Listen, dude. All right, like I said, I keep repeating myself. All right, you're not from Providence. Maybe you visited your family here, but you didn't spend 3 years here, 3 years there. Because if you did, Jeff, you would have went to school in Rhode Island. You would have went to school in Providence, and you didn't go to school in Providence. So, like, you cannot 3 years there. Yeah, he said his naval father abandoned him in a house that was all trashed out and just left him there. And he said the other Navy guy wanted to adopt him because he felt bad. But then he told the story 2 minutes later about the little sister wanting him. I don't know.
I think people want to question lineage because I was here 3 years, there 3 years. And if you understand Navy and the way that works,
essentially.
Right? Yeah, I do get a Navy brat, but you're not from Providence. You didn't go to school there. No, he's lying. And before, on that other guy's podcast, he grew up in Federal Hill, committed crimes. You've all heard that. Committed crimes in Federal Hill, all this crazy shit. None of it makes sense. Secret Mafia Grandpa don't make sense neither when he goes into the abuse stories.
You never end up in one place. So all of my roots are in Providence, Federal Hill.
Jesus.
Yeah. Now, this is going to kind of resonate with some people, and some people are like, why do people care? But we're kind of in a
It does Italian style.
This is going to go to the New Theory channel, which is a little broader, more business people and stuff watch this stuff.
It does sound like
some people that try to kind of get on you.
Listen.
Where are you from? Like, oh, well, he says he's from here, or what I don't get is
officer and a gentleman. Tom's going to say, what does it matter? It really doesn't matter where somebody's from. But Fibby is claiming he is from a place that he's not from. and he's been switching it up the last few months and like going lower and lower with us. Now it's 3 years here, 3 years there. Can't help himself with lying. He's like Trambo. He's like Trambo Redzilla, big time. What's up, Unique Mastiff? He's a bullshit artist. I don't believe Fibby can help it. I believe he's seriously mentally ill and he can't help lying. It's like Trambo. These are what I call the bullshitters' conquest. They are liars who can't stop lying.
Where you're from, and you just answered in 2 seconds, like meaning you were in Providence, you're in New York City, and so people getting on you. I heard West Virginia before, but who gives a shit where you're from? Like, why do you think people even care?
Why do people care? Because he said he had family from Providence, mafia family, all this shit, bragged about Providence, and he's not. He should have never. It doesn't matter where you're from. No, it doesn't. He should have never said where he was from then and lied about it.
There was a content creator that called me Jewish for like a year.
Okay.
I don't know if he means me, but I did not call him Jewish for a year. I asked him, are you Jewish? Because his last name was Lohman. That's a Jewish name 99.9% of the time. Okay. And when he told me he was Scottish, at the time I was friendly with him. So I was like, okay, I'll call you Scottish then, whatever. You know, but I don't know what he is. I don't think he knows what he is.
I always say, first of all, I'm Catholic. Okay, half Italian, half Irish. But if I was Jewish or if I was African American or I was Hispanic, how does that discredit me?
Because your lies are jits. What's up, man? It has nothing to do with your nationality, dude, or your color, nothing like that. It's the bullshit stories you told. And you're a repetitive liar, and you're a malicious little cocksucker who doxes people, but you're the passive-aggressive bastard. You like looking people's families up, looking into them, funding these channels. You're a prick and a cocksucker. You're a little fucking coos.
Yeah, so let's say you were Jewish, and
right. How does that invalidate what I know?
Because he's lying about his grandfather.
It's the bottom of the barrel type of stuff they come up with, and that's all they can come up with.
No, not really.
Because believe me, whatever people do know,
yeah.
The things they don't know,
Listen.
Yeah.
I laugh about it. If this is what you're going to go with, and this is how you're going to crucify me or attempt to, okay, obviously you're not talking to other people because they could have told you more.
Yeah.
So I think
what people? What is he talking about? This kid is crazy.
Validate you because they don't like your success.
He's whatever that fits the narrative. Yeah, he's insane, dude. James, what's up?
The best way to invalidate somebody is to try to find some flaw.
Yeah.
And we're all flawed. But at the end of the day, whether I'm Jewish, German, whatever the case may be, what the hell does that matter?
Yeah, that's
it's about your
weird.
lies.
So,
you changed your name a bunch of times. You lied about so many things. Come on.
We talked about kind of the boom a little bit in
all right, they're gonna pass that. I gotta get to 45 where he starts his crazy stuff.
Private civilians.
Right. And
now,
a lot of the reasons for
some crazy stuff is going to be talked about next with some crazy D. What's up, man? Roscoe, what's up? He wouldn't be laughing if I could say what I know. Probably not. Dude, this guy makes so many lies up. He's a habitual bullshit artist. Yeah, it matters because you're lying. Exactly, Cuban B. It matters because it doesn't matter where he comes from. The guy could have never said he was from nowhere. He didn't have to say Raymond Petrarca was his grandfather to people. He didn't have to tell people secret mafia grandpa and all these stories, and his stories contradict themselves. I'm going to show you. Watch the crazy shit he says. I'm going to show you the contradictions from the last stream where secret mafia grandpa's around and nobody can hurt you. Secret mafia grandpa told him nobody will ever hurt you. But I guess mommy beats him like a stray dog, he's going to tell us.
Because I remember when Phil went away, he goes, please explain to me why I'm taking a plea. It doesn't mean I did it.
It's coming up in a second. He talks for a second about some weird Phil thing. I don't know what he's talking. Picky ring Fibby.
People don't grasp that.
Yeah, it's not about whether you did it or not. It's whether they can prove it.
Right.
Or think they can prove it.
I have a friend who always says, I am who I am. Let them fucking come prove it. Now that may be sort of a
pool hopping up Federal Hill. That was a lie.
That's his viewpoint. The problem is
that's a lie.
You put 10 guys in a room that all say you did that.
He's going to get into the family right in a second.
Confession.
Yeah.
He said, it doesn't matter if you're a saint. If there's 3 other people that are pointing at you, you're done.
Tom's even a bigger.
Okay. So
all right, here we go.
kind of touched over a few different things and things that I wanted to cover. But who are you as, the guy? I know, like...
Look at these questions. Who are you as the guy? Who are you inside the guy? I'm the dude, playing the dude, playing the dude, playing the dude. What's up, Bass Kitty?
Respectfully, you had a good upbringing, but also some challenges we kind of talked a little bit about,
Wait a
or
minute.
at least alluded to in the text.
How did he have a good upbringing if he had mommy dearest kicking the shit out of him every day and night? How did he have a good upbringing? This guy's all over the place. His accents change every 5 years. His personality, his fucking name. This guy is everything but original. He's everything but him. He doesn't know who he is.
What are some things that maybe you'd like to share, your open sharing of some of the challenges you have, and more importantly, how did you overcome them?
I don't know if you ever overcome them. you find a way. After my sister died,
Good.
My mother was never the same.
Naturally,
She became very emotionally abusive,
Yeah.
physically abusive,
Okay.
to the point where even at 10 years old, I hurt myself because I didn't understand
Oh, thank you.
what I did wrong. And you know,
He
anytime
just said at 10 years old, he wanted to hang himself. That's friggin' tap, dude. If that's even true, we don't know if any of this stuff is true. I'm not wishing suicide on anybody or nothing like that, but man, I don't believe this guy. It's hard to believe anything that comes out of a professional bullshitter's mouth.
happens and you're going to elementary school with bruises or whatever
Yeah.
the case may be, they always want to talk to you.
Wow, you were going to school with bruises on? Your mother was that bad. Your mother was mommy dearest, literally beating the piss out of you like some fucking stray cocker spaniel they found in the fucking van down by the river. This is insane here, Boston Burn Unit.
Now, and they thought that I was learning disabled, but I wasn't. It was a matter of
They thought he was a tad. They thought I was a tad.
I stopped bringing books home in the 4th grade
What?
because I learned differently.
Yeah.
So I found out not until college age
Yeah.
how I learned best, and that's reading it. I would come home and I wouldn't understand long division, or I'd get frustrated. It wasn't, okay, let's take it. It was punch me in the face,
Wow.
spit on me,
Holy cow.
slap me, call me stupid, call me a faggot, call me worthless, call me this. And I wasn't the only one.
Wow.
But my brothers were so much older than me.
Abomination.
They go to college, they get the fuck away from
So
me.
you got the brunt of it.
I got everything.
All right, your brother's the one who showed you the Goodfellas CD. Remember, his brother brought home a Goodfellas tape and showed him Goodfellas and says, "See, this is our family." So how did you live in a mafia family, Jeff? The mafia family, and your brother showed you Goodfellas. But you just said your brothers are a lot older than you, and they were all out of the house. I thought your brother was there and showed you Goodfellas, and that's how you knew your family. Your grandpa was mob guy. Your family was Mr.
Had the
Mafia.
affair.
Okay.
I took the brunt of what my father did. Now,
He just said his father had an affair, and he took the brunt of the affair. What's up, Maddie? This is bizarre, but let's listen. All right, he just said his father had an affair on the mother, and he took the brunt of it. Why didn't the dad step in? Listen, if my mother was beating me like that, my father would have stepped in and be like, "Whoa, take your fucking hands off this kid." What's up, Petey? Yeah, he is lying, Gary. And he's also going to say that his father was scared of the mafia family, his uncles and stuff. Bullshit. If your uncles loved you and your father would have went to them and be like, "Listen, you know your daughter's crazy. She's beating my kid, your grandson." I'm sure they would have fucking understood. And then 2 minutes later, he'll tell you his father was scared of his mother's brothers, but yet his father knocked his mother out. You listen to the story. This is insane, dude.
we'll say, well, what kind of man was your father? He didn't take you out of that. He was terrified of my uncles.
Okay.
That is why.
Interesting.
Okay. And there was an incident where she had thrown a plate one night and knocked out all my teeth on the left-hand side.
Couldn't be too afraid of him. He's gonna knock her out. What's up, Midwest mobsters? No, he's nuts, man. He's crazy, Petey. What's up? Now listen to this. The father can't be too afraid. Watch what the father does.
And he beat the daylights out of her.
Wow.
And my father was not a violent
Yeah.
guy, but he beat the daylights out of her.
Wow.
See how that don't make sense, Fibby? If your mother beat you all the time like this, like I said, like a little stray cocker spaniel, your father just sit back and watched all the time and then just one time knocked her out cold, and he still wasn't worried about the mafia hit team after him. And I'm sure, like I said, if his mother was this brutal, mommy dearest, I'm sure the father could have went to the grandfather. Let's say mafia grandpa's real. let's indulge Fibby's imagination. Sons of Italy, what's up? Let's indulge Fibby's imagination for a minute. Wouldn't Mafia Grandpa understand that little Jiffy's being beat? Fibby's being beat? He doesn't see the bruises on you? Your Mafia uncles don't see all the bruises on you that the teachers saw? I don't get this guy.
Hurt me.
Wow.
And then eventually, there was a time in school where I told a friend I was going to kill myself. Legit was going to do it. I couldn't live with being called names, being beat on. And
you said your grandfather looked out for you. What's up, Maureen? I don't know. I don't lie and creep. When you tell one lie, you have to tell 7 more. Yeah, this dude's weird, man.
they call the police. And my father hears this and rips me right out of the house. Is this enough of this shit? So when you come from...
So that one was enough. I don't get it. Like, he watched him beat him for so... I don't know. This is bizarre shit, man.
My mother, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Listen.
Do I like her? No. Do I forgive that shit? No.
She's still alive?
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
And I say that with all due respect. People are going to say, "Oh, how could he say that about his mother?"
How can you say, "Oh, with all due respect"? You don't like your mother, you don't like her. You know, like you're trying to appease both sides. Like, yeah, I hate my mother, I want her dead, but with all due respect, I hate her, and like it makes no sense. I don't believe this. If the lady was this evil of a woman, we're talking about a vicious woman right here who beats kids and shit, who tortured this kid supposedly. Why would she adopt him? I don't believe this. That Jared Ham guy, his friend, says his mother wasn't an abusive, evil woman or nothing. Fibby, this is all in his imagination.
But she once had a heart attack, Tom, right in front of me.
Listen to this.
And I hesitated for 4 minutes.
Wow, that's crazy.
Because I said the monster's going to go.
Wow.
And then it kicks in.
Did you hear that? His mother was taking a heart attack. His mother was taking a heart attack, and he didn't call 911. He was hesitating. Because the monster's gotta go. Why would you be 4 minutes calm? Is that insane or what? Because the monster's gotta go. Why would you? I don't get why would you even be there? I thought the father took you out of the house. I don't know. This is odd. For such a bad woman who tortured you, you went back to live with her, though. She couldn't have been too bad to him. I don't know. Let's listen to more of this bizarro world. What's up, Mobland? Bizarro world. Very dysfunctional base, Kitty.
Mother, what are you doing? And the call saves her life.
So your father eventually took you in? Took you
Yeah.
Thank God.
My father was... She used to beat on him.
Well, wait. My God. Your mother used to beat him up, too? I don't know. This is just crazy. I don't know. Listen.
It's our President's Day
One of
mattress and
Tom's
furniture
stupid
event at
commercials.
Costco.
This is
Get an extra
insane.
20% off our lowest
This is
sale
Fibby
prices of all
Springer.
this fall.
Night of their honeymoon.
Listen.
Okay, they're living in the...
This is Fibby Springer. DJ Mandingo, what's up, bro? Jason, what's up? This is Fibby Springer. Legally changed his last name. Yes.
He was stationed in the Keys. They got married in Providence. He said, "Hey, hunk, you can iron a shirt for me tonight." She was not going to have it, so she cracked him over the head with an aerosol and busted his head wide open.
Yikes.
And he always used to tell me, he says,
On the honeymoon? Jesus, he learns different translation. I know everything you're doing. He learns differently. Translation.
"You know what it's like, son, to be..." Because he was trying to explain stepping out.
Yeah, of course.
And it wasn't until I was older that I got it. He goes,
Yeah.
"Do you know what it's like every day to feel worthless?"
Wow.
I said, "Well, yeah."
And your father...
And I'm not hating on his dad, but your father's a beta male. Your father sat there and got his ass beat by a woman every day and watched his son get beat up. I don't give a fuck how much I love a woman, how much I love her. If she's beating my child up, we're over. It's over. Like if my kid's mother was beating my child, bloody, bruises on the poor bastard, and Fibby's an ugly bastard, but no kid deserves to be beat like that. Not even Fibby. Not even the way he looks. So, my father would have left my mother and fucking never put up with that. Jesus.
That's third.
Yeah.
Okay, how long ago?
2004.
Okay, sorry.
And that's where the story kind of
You're
deviates.
still pretty young.
62.
Okay.
All right, listen. He said his grandfather died at 62 in 2004. Then how'd he grow up with Raymond Petriacca? Raymond Petriacca died in 1985 when he was in his fucking 80s, for Christ's sakes. your grandfather was 30, 40 years, 35 years younger than Raymond. So there's a lie too. His grandfather came up with Raymond Petrarca. Your grandfather died at 62 years old in 2004. Nah, he was way younger than Raymond, dude. Way younger.
Yeah. So coming from not having self-esteem, coming from never being good enough, I can.
And this is what makes you vicious, Fibby, because you gave me an award, you sick freak. And then I make a truce with this guy on Angel's channel like 2 years ago. And then he jumps on with like Piglet and all them bastards calling me an informant with all their bullshit. And then funds these channels and helps these people look people up and look up people's families. When you like going through people's families' Facebooks, you sick fucking stalker. What made you hate yourself? Your whole life being told you were no good? Well, you're not a good person. Inside and out. You're ugly. You're just as ugly inside as you are on the outside, dude. You really are. That's why you have no fucking friends. That's why you betray. You're just a fucking weirdo. Betrays his own family lying. Like, what respect does he have for his real grandfather, man? To lie and say his grandfather was a mobster.
Straight A's.
Yeah. And,
Tom, it wouldn't matter. I'd catch a beat.
Listen, catch a beating.
You are obviously going to be somewhat guarded, obviously, right? And I know in this space you had some battles. I'm not going to give anybody anything,
Sure.
right? But in general, you had some battles.
Battles that Jeff picked on his own. Jeff decided to fuck with people. Jeff decided to help the rat squad. That's Jeff's fault. Jeff makes his bed. He lays in it. Punk.
Do you think it might, not to get to like Dr. Phil, but do you think it might be, hey, you don't take a lot of crap or take very little crap? Because by taking crap, it might.
100%. That's what it is.
Okay.
It's not that. It's not that I'm like some roaming tough guy.
Yeah.
I have zero threshold for people who abuse other people because I know what that's like.
Correct. Yeah.
And
Right.
it's a lightning rod for me.
Yeah.
Listen.
You won't say that to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure to people on the outside they think, man, he's crazy. They don't.
No, nobody thinks you're crazy. Do you listen to this? Nobody thinks you're crazy, you're dangerous, or you're a tough guy. Everybody knows you're a jerk off. You're a fucking fanboy, mob groupie, Rocky Dennis Loman XX, exactly. You're a chooch. You're a fugazi, fucking liar. You're just a liar. 20 years in hockey, all these fucking lies. 10 years semi-pro, mafia grandpa. There's so many lies with this kid.
Stand.
Yeah.
And one thing I do on my podcast that a lot of people don't know is I talk about this.
Yeah.
And I tell people it's okay not to be okay.
Yeah.
It's you don't have to have the house, the white picket fence, the two
What?
kids and the dog. Live how you want to live because parents will put expectations on you.
That you should have to.
See, for my mother, it was all about how she looked.
Yeah.
Like I could recount time after time after
I
time.
bet you he hates women. What's up, Heidi? I bet you that's why he's never had girlfriends or nothing like that, because he has a hatred towards women, probably because of his mom.
Like after I got arrested and all of this stuff happened, she goes, "Oh, the felons here."
The felons,
This is like she would say stuff to.
Yeah, but I thought you were getting arrested as a little kid, egging houses up Federal Hill. What was mommy doing at that time? Because he's told two different descriptions of his family, man. One's where he was an abused child. He was going to school with bruises all over him from head to toe. And the other one was he was very protected by secret mafia grandpa. Remember when his grandfather and them thought he was almost kidnapped? And he came to the house and there was guys with Tommy guns on the lawn and shit. Like, why was a secret mafia grandpa protecting you from your mother that was beating you like a little cocker spaniel? Why? I don't get it. None of it makes sense, man. People might think, oh, you're so cruel, making fun of him and blah, blah. No, like these are lies. That's all. These are lies. And when you want to be malicious and look people's family up and be a malicious cunt, and you want to fund these channels that do that, well, people are going to look into you and call your bullshit out.
Girlfriends. Oh, we always thought he was gay. Like just to be a bitch.
Yeah, what he just said, his mother used to tell all his girlfriends he thought he was gay. Like, wow. Why would you? If you knew your mom was that crazy, why are you bringing girls to see your mother? Listen, guys, we all know if our moms were crazy, would we bring a girl in to even talk to our crazy mother? No. Like, especially a mother that abused you like that, as what he says, mommy dearest.
Wow.
What's up,
and
Dave?
that is what
No, me neither.
I'll never forget at 10 years old, I was put in front of a judge. I got in big trouble when I was 10. This is when the acting out started. And the judge looked at me and says, young man, you're going to end up.
Was this like up Federal Hill, breaking in houses? Because you told the breaking in houses story. I don't think you told this about the judge, but let's listen.
Prison the rest of your life. And I said, good, because then somebody can't hurt me.
Wow.
But I'm glad that wasn't true.
Yeah.
No, they would have hurt you in prison, Fibby. What's up, Dirk's Cabinet Door? They would have hurt you in prison, Fibby. In juvie, juvenile hall, prison, wherever you went, you would have got beat up because you're just a weird dude. You would have got beat up. You're socially awkward. Same with high school. I've seen your high school pictures. I've seen them. Your friend showed me them on Facebook. Weird.
I made a conscious choice that, and you notice I don't say moral choice,
Yeah.
okay? But I make the conscious choice of, do I want to be able to put my head on the pillow at night and just be worried about normal stuff, or do I want to be sweating it out?
Yeah.
Because during my criminal trial, I sweated it out every night for 2 years.
Yeah.
Freaked
A
out.
criminal trial for 2 years. Oh, my God.
So that sort of progressed into why I am who I am.
Yeah.
I don't listen.
TTAC, I think he was trying to warm up to me. Who knows if he would have threw a pitch at me. I'm sure if I was more friendly with him and talked to him on the phone, he might have thrown a pitch at me. Or trying to fill me out to see if I had no morals, and for a right price, I would back him on all these stories, maybe.
Been beat up plenty of times in my life. Who hasn't?
Listen,
We know
he's got
you're
beat up
striving to
plenty
create the
times
perfect
in his
office
life.
experience.
Who hasn't? He didn't get beat. He was scared to fight the guy who
But if you
rat him
come at me
out.
like that,
Listen,
You're fighting back.
beyond. Like,
Yeah.
I won't do what's fair, right?
Yeah.
But when my father died,
Jones-
I died.
Yeah.
A large part of me went, and I ended up homeless.
Wow.
Had nowhere to go. Things were tough.
Wow. That's
I
crazy.
went from 180 pounds to 120.
so now he was living on the street like some street urchin. I don't know.
Okay.
And, drugs was never my thing. Alcohol was never my
Yeah.
thing. And I can remember, and I remember buying a gun.
Yeah.
Brand new.
Listen to this.
Put it to my head, pulled the trigger. Didn't go off.
Listen.
I was loaded.
Didn't go
Holy
off.
cow.
Right? Put it out the window. Pop, pop, pop. Goes off. Put it back to my head. Doesn't work.
Yeah, did you guys hear that? Did you fucking hear that? Oh my God, who believes this story? Come on, is there anyone in here that believes this? This guy said he put a fucking gun to his head, pulled the trigger, the gun didn't go off. He put the gun out the window, pulled the trigger, the gun goes off. He puts the gun back to his head, pulls the trigger, the gun doesn't go off. Who the fuck believes this shit? This guy's a goofball, socially awkward nerd who thought he could fool everybody and fooled a lot of people for a long time. But more and more people come on to his bullshit. That's not possible. His father's not dead. He lives in Virginia Beach with his mother. Really, Midwest mobsters. Midwest mobsters. You should check his channel. He's been doing some funny Fibby things.
Your father helping.
100%. So when you don't feel like you're worth a grain of salt,
Oh, I gotta
and
run
you
that
try
back.
to do something like, it's not that I'm like some roaming tough guy.
Yeah.
I have zero threshold for people who abuse other people.
He's
because I know
pathological,
that's a
Gerard.
lightning-
Right.
Yeah.
and
What's
I
up,
think
Dynamite?
it's a lightning rod for me.
Yeah.
You won't say that to me
Yeah.
because I'm sure to people on the outside they think, man, he's crazy.
Nope.
They don't understand.
Yeah.
And
They
one
don't
thing I
think
do
that.
on my podcast that a lot of people don't know is I talk about this.
Yeah.
And I tell people it's okay not to be okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to have the
What's up,
house, the
Bruno?
big picket fence,
Yeah.
the two kids and a dog. Live how you want to live because parents will put expectations on you.
That you should have to-
See, for my
Please
mother,
do
it was all
Fibby's
about how she
Playhouse.
looked.
Yeah.
I don't
Like
have
I
it.
could recount time after time. Like after I got arrested and all of this stuff happened, she goes, "Oh, the felon's here."
I went back too far,
This
but
is
that's
like,
all
She
right.
would say stuff to girlfriends. Oh, we always thought he was gay. Like just to be a bitch.
Wow.
Let me tell you one thing, and I can assure you, the last thing my mother ever said to any of my girlfriends is, "I thought my son was gay." Let me tell you that. Never in a million years. Like, wow, why did your mom think that?
And that is what
Wow.
I'll never forget. At 10 years old, I was put in front of a judge. I got in big trouble when I was 10. This is when the acting out started. And the judge looked at me and says, young man, you're going to end up in prison the rest of your life. And I said, good.
Wedsell, Kid Rock, yes. The teachers at that school would have called the cops if they had the bruises. Kid Rock, I agree. I don't think his family would have let that happen. He's full of shit.
Because then somebody can't hurt me.
Wow.
But I'm glad that wasn't true.
Yeah.
Because I made a conscious choice that, and you notice I don't say moral choice.
Yeah.
Okay. But I make the conscious choice of, do I want to be able to put my head on the pillow at night
I'm actually going easy on Fibby right now.
and just be worried about normal stuff? Or do I want to be sweating it out?
Yeah.
Because during my criminal trial, I sweated it out every night for 2 years.
Yeah.
His
Freaked out.
criminal trial.
So that
Yes,
sort of progressed
Cuban B.
into why I am who I am.
Yeah.
I don't listen. I've been beat up plenty of times, but if you come at me like that,
You're biting back.
beyond. Like I won't do what's fair, right?
Yeah.
But when my father died,
It was-
I died.
Yeah.
A large part of me went, and I ended up homeless.
Wow.
Had nowhere to go.
So basically, someone said when his father died, no one wanted to take him in a deal with him because he was such a liar and started so much trouble in his family. Who knows what's true or not? But I do believe the guy Jared Ham.
Things were tough.
Wow. That's
I
crazy.
went from 180 pounds to 120.
Holy cow.
And, drugs was never my thing. Alcohol was never
Yes, his original name is Jeff Lohman. Leads to his parents' info along with current really. Yeah, I don't want to know his addresses or nothing like that. But yeah, his father's still alive then.
Yeah.
thing. It
Yeah, imagine a grown man still pissing him on about his childhood. Grow up and be a man. Well said, Bears Cigars. We all had it tough. My father was born in 1934, old enough to be most people's grandfathers. My father used to give me fucking scuffs all the time. My father used to give me beatings all the time when I got in trouble. And I thank him for it. If he was alive today, I'd hug him and give him a big kiss on his forehead. I pray to him all the time and say, thank you for being so hard on me and being so strict with me. I had one of the best fathers in the world. I miss him every day. And I'm so glad he gave me slaps in the head and beatings at times because I deserved the beatings when I got them.
and I can remember, and I remember buying a gun.
Yeah.
Listen.
Brand new. Put it to my head, pulled the trigger. It didn't go off.
I was loaded.
Listen.
Go off, right? Put it out the window. Pop, pop, pop. Goes off. Put it back to my head. Doesn't work.
That might have been.
That's impossible, Jeff. What's the odds of this? Yeah, R.I.P. to our fathers, Dell. Yes, his is known. I was just saying, I don't care. But yes, I know what you were saying, Midwest Mobsters. But when we say things like that, some people take out of context what I said. That's why I said that. But I know you didn't mean that.
Father helping.
100%. 100%. So
Come on, getting a gun, putting the gun to your head to blow your head off, and then putting the gun out the window and popping 2 shots off and then putting the gun back to your head. That's not true, Jeff. Now, do I believe this guy's hurting inside? Yeah, I do. I do believe Jeff is hurting inside from whatever he went through in life, maybe being made fun of, maybe being picked on in school. I'm not sure, but made him an angry little man. And he acts out of emotion and does vicious shit like helping people look my family up, doing all fucked up shit like that. And then when people fuck with him, he tries to play. That's why he gives all this information out, killing us, all this fucking queer shit to try to make you feel bad.
when you don't feel like you're worth a grain of salt.
No, it's not. It's mathematically unrealistic. It's not realistic at all, Midwest Mobsters. Love my dad. He would be in jail today if the cops knew. I show respect. God bless your father, Gary.
And then you try to do something like this.
Yeah.
And you have these bastards.
Yeah, gun jamming once, maybe. But come on. 2 times. Give me a break. Give me a break. And I don't mean a piece of that Kit Kat bar or Nel Carter.
Who know nothing about you, your
Yeah.
past, or what you've been through.
Yeah.
I'm a tough individual because this would have killed. I came to New York City, Tom,
Listen.
with $100 in my pocket.
Wow.
Nowhere to go. Nowhere to go.
And he sucked his way all the way through Greenwich Village. He blew every hobo in Greenwich Village to get his fucking Oliver Twist fucking house.
where I'm at now.
Yeah.
And that's one reason why I love Angel Gotti.
Yeah.
Because when I had
Dropping names right away, being a fanboy.
nothing,
She helped you out.
she said, "Do you need anything?" No, because I never asked for nothing. But she made sure I had money to eat.
Yeah.
Well, Angel is kind
She's
like
"Oh,
that.
It sucks being alone, but please go
That's
somewhere.
fantastic.
So even if her and I butt heads,
Yeah.
that I'll never forget. And that,
Oh, come on. You threw that lady under the bus more fucking times. But yeah, Angel is nice. And even after she fed you and shit like that, you still threw her under the bus. You went and hung on the guy's channels that was slamming her fucking children. That shows where you don't understand loyalty. You have no idea what it is. You have no integrity, nothing. That's why you are on all those shows that trash your friends. You're a fucking clown, dude. And you may have these women and old people feeling bad for you with your stories about wanting to kill yourself and shit. But you can't hide behind, oh, I'm going to kill myself when you do vicious shit to people. You're a chooch and a liar, and you are not from fucking Providence. Yeah, your mother's family were here. You might have visited a few times. You didn't live here for 3 years, 3 years there. You're a fucking liar. Even if you did that, you're not from here. That doesn't make you from here. This kid's a bullshitter.
name.
Yeah, he lived with A-Light. That's why I'm saying Secret Mafia Grandpa. When I do this is book 1. When I do book 2 this week, I'm going to play videos from your channel too, Midwest Mobsters. I'm trying to look for the Fibby video of him and the guy masturbating, or the guy masturbating and Fibby saying, "Are you doing the touchy-wutchy? Are you tugging the tendies? Are you spanking the snake?" All weird degenerate terms. And he walks in the room and starts giggling like a fucking schoolgirl. Being a woman for a free meal. As a firearms dude, his story is totally bullshit. Yes, I used to have firearms also. I can't have guns no more, but I used to have them years ago.
Saved me in a lot of different situations. So the way that I sort of typically look at things is like, doesn't matter what anybody thinks of me, doesn't matter how
Yes, it
tough I
does.
say I am.
Listen,
It's growth.
Yeah.
And
growth.
am I still that guy that doubts everything he does? Of course.
Yeah.
And that filters into relationships
Relationships.
in ways that people don't imagine. So
Him and Piggy.
I love my mother.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's how much is enough?
Yeah.
And her and I once had a conversation, Tom, and she looked at me, she says, "I did the best I could." Best you could is smacking the shit out of me, leaving me.
Was it a few slaps in the head she gave you, or did she beat you like Tiny fucking Tim? Like Oliver Twist? I don't believe he was beaten. It was Mommy Dearest time. I think he caught a few scoffs and they threw him out, and the kid wants to defame them. He's an angry little man. Whoever he doesn't like, he'll defame.
bruised and battered. And listen, I could take a physical beating,
Wow.
like the best of them.
Give me a-
It's the emotional.
If you don't,
He could take a physical beating like the best, like the rest of them. Give me what the fuck? This guy's insane.
mind me asking this, sometimes when there's like obviously trauma.
I don't know, Dynamite. I don't know. I don't think this was rehearsed. I don't know. You would have to ask Tipsy Tom. Tipsy Tom has a whole shitload of beard coloring in his beard. He kind of looks like a little bit like the Stone Failure, like a Wookiee, like a hairy ass.
Adult trauma as well. Very often,
Pimp Pigeon,
look
what's
to
up?
kind of reconcile with that person in some way. Hey, I'll never forgive you. I'll never forgive
How can
you.
he said he was going to watch his mother die. Like, this guy's insane.
But just like help me understand a little bit and try to like kind of wrap
See,
it up a
even
little
Tom
bit.
can't grasp this, and Tom's out of his mind. Even Tom can't grasp this. Like, literally, yeah, Wookie, he does. Ever see his cheeks? He looks like a guinea pig, that guy. The pothead fucking seaman. He looks like a guinea pig. He's got all hair all over his face like a Wookiee. I heard a lot of the women in the women's community used to say he was the ugliest man on YouTube.
Or reconcile a little bit. Do you even want to do that with her if
No.
she's willing to? Okay.
No, I mean,
No.
hey,
Yeah.
what are you going to say?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Do I relive it every day? No. But
You're here telling it on a podcast.
I'm also not going to put myself in a toxic situation.
Yeah.
I can love from afar,
Yeah.
but
What's up, Teresa?
sibling.
God bless you. Make sure you guys give Teresa and Charlie a sub. Go check out their channel. It's a dog channel. Go check out that dog channel.
who didn't have the best go of it either,
Yeah.
want to put a window dressing of, oh, she's old now. And no,
Yeah.
you can put a silk head on a pig. It's still a fucking pig.
Wow. He's
And-
calling his mother a pig and everything. This guy's got no fucking shame. Bat Boy, what's up? What's up, Salty? He does look like a brain. He looks like Fire Marshal Bill, a bloated Fire Marshal Bill.
I don't care. Just because you weren't there doesn't mean it didn't happen to me.
Correct.
And
Redzilla, what is he talking about? He said there. Tom asked him, "Will you forgive your mother? Do you have any forgiveness in you for your mother?" And he's saying, "No. When's enough's enough?" And all this tough guy stonewalling stuff.
acting out and the bad stuff I did was direct. Granted, it's a choice.
Yeah.
We make a choice,
Yeah.
but it's a direct correlation to what happened to
Yeah.
me. And they instead want to play the whole game of, well, you decided to become a gangster. You wanted to do this. But you don't
Wow.
understand the
You decided to become a gangster? Wait a minute, Fibby. I thought your mother came from a mafia family. I thought your mother's father is Secret Mafia. Adventures of Secret Mafia Grandpa, Episode 1. Mommy Dearest beats grandson Twist up. On this episode, Fibby Twist will come in dancing the Macarena. So I don't get it. Now you're becoming a gangster? So I don't get it. Fibby, help me understand, Potato.
ramifications of that.
Yeah.
And they're more fucked up than me. The difference is I went and got help for it
Yeah.
because I wanted to understand you can't unfuck yourself. But
What, you go through years of therapy?
of course,
Yeah.
you have
Years of John A. Light therapy, the hot tub. On book 2, I'm going to play some very interesting videos. If anybody's got some Canarsie stuff, stop posting them up on the channels. Post your Canarsie, your Fibby videos up because I'm going to play them. I'm also going to get 1 out of 2 Fibbyologists to come on. I'm going to ask Spatters if he'll come on this week and see if maybe Jane can help out in the chat, give us some tips on the Fibster.
because if not, Tom, I'd have killed somebody.
Yeah.
Listen.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up.
I'd have killed somebody.
He would have killed somebody. Why didn't you kill the guy who told on you? You said you were going to cut his tongue out. Anybody in here press 1 if you remember that story? He said the guy who told on him, he seen him in Providence one day and he said, I should cut your fucking tongue out. And the guy said, can I have a cigarette? And Fibby said, yeah, here's a cigarette. And that was the story. Fucking insane. You heard it, Randy? Yeah.
You know, you have to figure out, you can't unfuck yourself, right?
Yeah.
But what you have to figure out is
Salty, well said. No real tough guy talks about that wall that way. Yeah, exactly.
how you can just accept yourself as being flawed.
Yeah.
I know I'm a good guy.
Yeah.
I know.
but
Unique
don't
Mastiffs. That's hilarious. He couldn't even do himself in.
act well to people who want to.
Yeah.
He's
There's a
poking.
lot of it.
He's saying he doesn't act well to people that poke at him. Jeff, you don't poke at people, Jeff? You're not behind a bunch of looking shit up and doxing and filth like that and just straight up lying your balls off. So you're a con man who found your racket. You changed your accent like fucking 6 times. You are a sick fucking dude, man. You're hateful, angry, ugly man inside and out, dude. You're not a good person. That's why you will always be alone also.
In this space.
Yeah.
I often say as my day job as a marketer.
Like, what do you do tonight? You gonna see a girl? I'm not gonna say no names out here, obviously, but a very lovely lady gets off of work at 1 o'clock tonight, and we're gonna go have some early breakfast for Valentine's Day. She works at the hospital. She's a nurse, real good person. If you're out there, God bless you. Happy Valentine's Day. Hope you're not listening though.
And as an expression, pioneers get slaughtered, settlers prosper. And you've been a pioneer in this.
He's been a pioneer of bullshit, of lying, and tonight he's got a big date with a blow-up doll.
space. And there's a lot of people kind of prospering around you that started.
They all ripped me off.
That started after you started.
I think he's saying that Spanky and some other like mobologists ripped him off or something. I don't know.
What do you do to kind of keep your edge, and what do you do to kind of stay?
Well, they
ahead of
kind
the
of
curve?
did, guys. I wouldn't say they ripped him off, but Fibby was here before Spanky. Fibby's been doing this like little mobologist shit for a while, way before Spanky. I believe Spanky and them guys probably looked at Fibby and said, "I can do that too." Yeah, Sassy, you know, I couldn't agree more.
And we were super limited with all of the creative
They're
ideas we
goofy.
had.
I just keep doing my thing. I think people ask me all the time, "Oh, what's your favorite mob content you watch?" I don't watch it
Yeah.
because this way I can honestly say, "Oh, I didn't."
And Damien, where's all the tough talk, Jeff? When you're coming down with Tranbo to teach us a lesson, Yeah, MRE's been barking that for years. Which one was he barking for years? Gerard's funny, man. Beantown, what's up, man? Nick M, what's going down? Parasite Slayer, what's up?
That idea from here, and here, right? That's number one. Number two, 85% of it's all nonsense, not true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so even the stuff you're like, oh, listen, 95% of this friggin' weird mobbologist shit is bullshit. It all comes from informants, FBI shit, mostly lies. And Fibby should be speaking about himself also, but Fibby knows the insides and outs. He comes from a mafia family. Remember that other stream I did? See, he's toning the mafia talk down and the Providence talk down in this stream. The other stream he did on that other guy's channel was way out of the fucking, way over the clouds, man. Yeah, Mob Rats, okay, you're right. What's up, Nick M? God bless. Yeah, it's sick, dude.
And based in drama, and
that's why I said when the mother said to him, "Now you're becoming a gangster," and like she like detested it. It's like, wait a minute, you said that like, your brother and your brothers live far away from home. They were moved away. I thought your brother took home a Goodfellas movie, and that's how you knew your family was in the mafia, because of the Goodfellas movie. Wow, be careful, MRA. He might call in a favor from Secret Mafia Grandpa. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
And views.
Yeah.
Me personally, I would rather have somebody say that was the best show. It's helped me through whatever, or I got great entertainment, versus seeing 1,000 clicks.
How's a show about talking about some wise guys from 1982 going to help somebody? I don't know that. Might entertain them, yeah, but that's weird.
Now, how do you... I think you're doing a better job of this now, and I'll give an example.
Yeah, amen, Rich. Happy Valentine's Day to all you guys, and to your mothers, to your wives, to yous, to all the lovely women out there. God bless everybody, and have a happy Valentine's Day. Because we know Fibby's having a miserable one, and so is Caspo. So is Kitten. Got some funny news about you, Kitten. Oh, yeah. Coming soon, Kitten. Meow.
But how do you protect your IP? How do you protect from copyrights, copycats, and that kind of stuff? Are you something you more address head on?
Work's needed more energy.
How do you kind of work around
I used to fight that with an attorney.
Yeah.
Now I don't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to get attorneys and take everybody's shit down, copyright stuff. That just shows that you're a baby. What's up, Com?
I don't want their money.
Yeah.
Right? That's number one. Number
you don't
two,
want their money.
Most of these people just...
Yeah, you do. That's why you have a paid site. You have a paid site because you want their money. Kitten's Valentine is MRE's paperwork. Do you think he crumbles it up and plows it? I sent you 3 dozen roses. Did you get them? No, I didn't get them yet. Not yet. I'll be waiting for them, though, and I will hold my breath. The sky is blue, the sun is gold. Get your knees on as do as you're told. My Valentine rhyme from Scottish Deb. Well put, Scottish Deb. Well put. Deep Thoughts by Jack Fibby. This guy's out of his mind. Let me see if he talks about his family anymore, of the life in the mob.
Some aren't even afraid by an attorney letter.
What's up, Rat Trap
It's
City?
flattering in a sense, because if you look at, and no names, but if you look at what I did
Wearing a
in
bum shirt.
2017, and look at what came out during the pandemic, every single fucking one of them stole what I do.
Wow.
Look, they all stole what I do. They didn't steal what you do. They're just into the same goofy shit you're into, talking about mafiaologist shit. They're into that goofy shit. He acts like he fucking invented like fire or something. He did a fucking stupid wise guy hump podcast and dropped people's names, tortured wise guys' kids, all stuff like that. Hung with rats.
Brash in your face, attack the rats. But
listen, attack the rats, dude. You fucking lived with the rat. You wanted to interview rats. That goofball dribbling Dunsky Calandra wanted to come on your channel. That other stool pigeon Montiglio. You're a rat lover, dude. You're a fanboy. You went and lived with Johnny. Like, if you grew up in a mob family like you said you did, and Secret Mafia grandpa and Trock's cousin, you would have never went and lived with A-Light. You would have never had 3 different accents.
For me is,
kid's sick.
People know who I am.
Yeah.
I think where the frustration part is that, like, when you do a video that is
he never did,
and
Red.
you see somebody take the same sort of format or idea.
Funny how cringy Casbo is. He's so cringy. I can't say the girl's name, but there's a girl out there he sent roses to, chocolates. He sent chocolates and roses to some girl, and she went and dated his friend and not him. I'll have more on that later. True story. Nice job, Ken.
And they
What a
say
cock.
stuff that's like not even accurate, and you see the people that they're following them don't even call them out.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, now where do I stand? Am I just
And let me give you a little hint. It's like some sort of celebrity's granddaughter or niece also. He's a sicko. Sicko.
like old news now?
Yeah.
You know, and people will tell you, "Oh, you do the best."
Yes, Peter. You didn't know
best.
he lived with John Alite? Yeah, there's pictures of them in hot tubs together. He not only lived with Alite, Alite sent him on a secret mafia mission. Rhode Island, what's up, dude? Aletto sent him on a secret mafia mission to protect some girl. Yeah, Casbo is a coward. Yeah, he's the type that will send a girl a bunch of chocolates and she'll look at him like a beta goofball and date his friend. And that's what happened. Who is this guy? Why is he irrelevant to anything? He's Mob Talk Radio. He's just a clown, makes a lot of lies up, and a rat enabler. Gigi, what's up? Even the IRA didn't want his support. Even the IRA didn't want his support. Why did he for a while? Wasn't he say he was like an IRA guy, a new IRA people too? Because remember he was going to do this movie every few years, like about 10 years ago. Every few years, Jeff would do this movie fundraiser thing. That guy Jared sent me a bunch of screenshots of these different movies he would try to make and get fundraisers for them, and the movies would never come to fruition. He tried to do the Flanagans, and when he was on the set of the Flanagans, when he got people to come down to shoot, he was just erratic. He was all screaming and all weird and creepy, and he wanted to be the top role. He wanted to be the lead, Tommy Flanagan, and he was just like a big broad. The people that were there, I heard some funny stories. This kid just spurging out, crying. And it flopped. Nothing ever happened to it. Blitz, happy Valentine's Day. God bless you. Give little Blitz a hug. Like I never knew about Canarsie or Menningley. I never knew much about him doing your show and stuff. Yeah, he lived with Alite. He used to attack Angel Gotti all the time with John Alite, just like these guys do. He did the same thing. He did the same shit back in 2015, 2016. Yanks, what's up, dude? He's a bully. He's a goofball. He lived with Alite. Alite literally sent him to some girl's house. And I don't know if it was Jersey, where the hell it was. But some girl was getting bullied. And Alite said, I'm going to send some guy to protect you. And Loman was LARPing like Mr. Mafia. He went and lived with the dude. Loman's an emotional guy. The milk squirts out of his titties when he gets mad. He's very emotional. He fell in love with someone on set. Yes. Dude's out of his mind. If you know those accusations, it's more than your life's worth to mention them. Yeah, he's out of his, he's the biggest slopper. Totally out of his mind. Like, wow. Like, now, like I said, do I believe this guy is hurting inside? Yeah, I think he's a mentally ill, sick bastard who doesn't know himself. And he just makes these lies up and that gets mad at people when he gets called out at them. And then why you gotta put it to your friend? He claims up and down he knows his friends. The guy probably seen him in a restaurant and said hi to him, or he was at his trial, and the guy's not going to be mean to him. He's going to be like, yeah, kid went to his trial. He's going to be nice to him. But I guarantee he's not his friend. He probably thinks he's a weirdo. On that same interview, he claims he only lived with Alite. No, that's a lie. He lived with him more than 4 fucking days. That's bullshit. He wouldn't have lived with him anyway. What he says that who he was in the secret mafia gramp, all that shit. Remember the story that he told in the last one I played where he said he almost got kidnapped? Or he thought he was kidnapped and him and his mother rushed and she told him, nobody can ever hurt you because of grandpa and stuff like that. And now the mother is some abusive mommy dearest. Can't then get a girl, so he settled for Murray's paperwork. It's love at first sight. Wouldn't live around for a minute. Exactly. Who would go live with some stool pigeon off of YouTube, man? That's some weird shit. He said he sent him paperwork for Joey's show. Funny though, Joey only thanks JTP on that weird. Yeah, Jeff's a psycho fanboy. Remember, a few months ago or a week ago, he was all mad. He did a show. If anybody comes in here and mentions Joey Marino, we push back. I will block you. He would block them. Anybody comes in here and mentions them, I'll block them. 2 days later, it's a love fest again. Like, give me a break. I guarantee he probably grabs a fork, right, and carves Joey Marlino's name in his arm. You don't think he carves his name in his arm or on his legs, on his thighs where you can't see them? He carves it. I'm a cutter. He's a cutter. Probably he makes little smiley faces on his leg. He's a sick kid. That's how embarrassing. Yeah, Snake is doxing mob rats as we speak. Really? That guy's a scumbag, narc. He's a goof. He's got fatal attraction. Yes, he does have fatal attraction. He does. He's sort of him and Kitten are very similar. Very similar. They're both terrible with the ladies. Oh my god. Two ugly sons of bitches, inside and out. Fucking mafia fanboys. Two fucking sick people. If you only knew. I could just imagine Assassinino having the wrench in the mantelpiece for the Shades show. Yeah, branded Fibby, Schilling style. Yeah, Schillinger styles. Oh my god. How embarrassing. And I love how, I don't know how many of you watched the first Fibby stream I did, where he was talking about Secret Mafia Grandpa and all that. That was totally different from this stream. I love how he tries to walk things back, and like he describes two different families. One family, two different lifestyles growing up. He didn't describe his lifestyle to that other guy like he did to Tom. The other guy, he told this Michael Corleone tale of growing up with a secret mafia grandpa, all this money, this loving, caring family, nobody could hurt you. And now all of a sudden his mother was beating him like a rug. Like it was thrown over the fucking drapes and he's just smacking it with a broom. The mafia grandpa story was awful. Yes, it was awful. I think he was transferred. Well, here's the hospital thing. Don't get me. This is what I don't get neither. And the hospital thing is, he said that the two dads are both Navy men, biological dad, adopted dad. So the adopted dad found out that the biological dad wouldn't want to go get his son and save him from that house he was left in, and he ended up in a hospital. But then on the other hand, he's going to say him and the sister, they were taking the little sister there for her cancer treatments, God rest her soul. And the little sister said, I want that baby. Take him home from me. Mom, I'm going to be dead shortly. We need another baby. Which is it? Like, why? I don't get it. Why would the sister have to say that? Wouldn't they have already told her we're going to adopt a baby today? We're going to adopt a baby, a Navy guy on the ships, kids in trouble or something. There's going to be I don't know. Who the fuck knows with this guy? He said Raymond was his grandfather. Yes, he did. He told that to somebody. He never said it on air, but he did say it to somebody. I wouldn't say weasel it out of the person, but it came out on accident. The person said it on accident, and I jumped on it. And I came out and said it because I couldn't let that go. But the person didn't tell me that with intent to hurt Fibby or nothing. Like they didn't say it to intent to hurt Fibby or nothing like that. It actually kind of slipped out. I could actually see that she regretted it. Like 4 minutes after she said it. Poor thing. Sorry. But people got to understand. It's hard when somebody is saying they're from my neighborhood and they're related to people. It's like, no. He's a bullshit artist. I knew he wasn't from here anyways. His mother will be turning in her grave talking about the way he did. Yeah. And like I said, it's hard to believe his story. I'm sorry. It's hard. No, there's a lot of people. Oh, you're so cruel. He's Fibby. He's not all there. But still, he's a freaking liar. I don't believe his stories. If the mother was I just don't get it. Why didn't the teachers call the local kid thing? Why didn't your uncles who loved you so much and grandpa stop your mom? They must have known your mom was a fucking wackadoo. If she really was a wackadoo, for the longest time he said he was Irish and Italian. Bagel boy. Listen, I don't know what the fuck the guy is. I don't think he even knows, honestly. Like, wasn't Damien Traits on the Flanagans? He's got some great stories, huh? I believe he was. I believe he was. He should have maybe put him as the lead character or somebody else. I don't know how many people were on it. I'm not sure. I have no idea. He might have had like 10, 15 people. I'm not sure. I don't know how many scenes were shot. I know they attempted to do scenes and he would take tantrums and fits because it wasn't going the way he wanted it. I don't believe his mother has done that. Attention seeker. Yeah, I don't believe so neither, Deb. There's a few reasons why. Like how would you be beat that bad? And what if, the father, the grandfather, nobody caring or saying nothing? Why would the mother want to adopt him and beat him like that? Now, don't get me wrong. There's stories out there of women and men who adopt children and beat the shit out of them and torture them. But Fibby's told life family stories before that he never said that. It's freaking brutal. He has a borderline personality disorder. I believe that also, Com. I believe he, yeah, Fax Barossa snitched on Loman. I believe that he is mentally ill. His brain should be studied for science, like Ted Williams. They cut Ted Williams' head off and studied it for the future. I think when Fibby dies in the future, God forbid, they chop Fibby's head off and study his brain and maybe find a cure for habitual bullshitters and liars. When the story don't add up, it just don't add up. Well said, Assassino. How did that go for him? We took his wrench. I don't know what he's talking about. That's good people. He's taking a second at the like button. No, I want that. Some people being, take people taking crap. Story don't add up. It don't add up. Maybe find a missing link. The missing link. Walnut will come out. Fibby digs tunnels. Fibby digs tunnels. Yanks, what's up? Mr. lost his wrench around with the troll army. Who lost their wrench? Fibby. Fibby's got the wrench up his culo. Yeah, that was it for that one. This is book one. I might title my other Fibby stream. I will take this down tomorrow and I'll put it up on my other channel. But I will take it off this channel tomorrow and I'll put it up on the other channel. Yeah, I don't get it. Come back, leave a comment. Something in the video that you caught, maybe I didn't, or I don't know, just hashtag something, or come back in. When I do the low-cost streams, I'm not going to put the We Push Back hashtag up. I'm only going to use it when I do the stool pigeon streams and stuff. But make sure you just come back in, leave a comment on the channel. I really appreciate it. And God bless all you people. And happy Valentine's Day. Have a good one. What other channel? Hold on, I'll get it for you. It's my other channel that I put all my locale stuff on, like videos that I do on locales that have nothing to do with stool pigeons. I put them on my other channel. I'll drop the link in here. Hold on a second. For some reason I can't find it. Fuck it. Just type in Mob Rats Exposed. You'll see a Doberman. I don't know why I can't find the stupid bitch. Here it is. It's got a Doberman in the title. I got other Fibby streams on there. I got the one where I did Sybil. The Sybil stream. Oh, thanks, Jibin B. Well, here it is. Assassino, make sure you drop your channel link. Make sure you sub to Red Zilla's channel, Maddie's channel. Agnostic, what's up, man? I'm trying to get it straight. He lived on... All right, Agnostic's great. I'm trying to get this straight. He lived on Federal Hill, which is in Canarsie, Philadelphia. No, I guess, I don't know. Somehow he was born in Brooklyn, left in a house to rot, and adopted by a Navy guy and a Providence lady who beat the ever living shit out of him and abused him his whole life, evidently. And he was going to watch her die. He also shot a gun out the window and tried to blow his head off. It didn't work. I don't get where I don't know where he lives. I don't know where he's from. I just know he's not from my area. He reps South Philly. Yeah, that's weird. The guy's not even from Philadelphia. He doesn't know where he's from. He's a psychopath. The guy's a complete maniac. Yeah, he took the name Canarsie because he was born in Canarsie, Brooklyn. How do you know you were born there? Like, I don't know. No, he's not from Philadelphia. He's not. He's a sick fuck. Yeah, there's the Lying Informants channel. Give it a sub. Oh, and thank you for that, Com. I appreciate it. Oh, that kid's a scumbag. Yeah, I don't get. He's a Carol Quill. Yes, he's a pathological liar. Like, if you remember the first stream I did, where he was talking about breaking in the houses and all that shit, it was just fucking bizarre world. And that's on my other channel. If you're not sub to it, check it out. Like I said, I'll leave this up for a day. All right, I'll come and take it down and put it on the other channel. But hey, everybody have a happy Valentine's Day. And God bless you all. Have a good one.